Lakers road trip continues in Charlotte Saturday, then at New York Tuesday, and at Cleveland on Thursday. Hennessy never stopped, never settle in the bench points. Lakers had 21 of those in the fourth quarter compared to 13 for the entire game for Philadelphia.
Got a chance to win those next two games.
Yeah. And they win their third road game. They're 3-8 on the road, but they snap a 5-game losing streak. And for a team that leads the NBA in turnovers, they only turn it over 12 times in the game at Philadelphia and win at 107-104. Let's talk about Philadelphia for a second because, you always hear about let's trust the process. And you go back to 13 and really the start of the process. Now, Michael Carter-Williams, Nerlens Noel, no longer there, and then Jahlil Okafor is dealt to Brooklyn today with Nick Stauskas, and they get Trevor Booker in exchange. What do you make of the process at this point, Chuck?
The process is a success. First of all, I'm glad they got Okafor out there because I think they didn't get it. They can't play him, and I think that's a great trade for the Nets. Personally, I really do. I think Okafor can play in this league. For some reason, everybody want to play small. You got Boogie Cousins down there playing great. You got Big Cat out in Minnesota, who are terrific players. But all of a sudden, everybody want to go small. I think Okafor can play in this league. He's a 21-year-old kid. I think that's a great trade. I think the guy, I forget his name, Sean, the general manager in Brooklyn, doing a fantastic job up there. Sean Marks, thanks in the ear. I love the process. And I actually think that Philadelphia got a bad rap when people talk about tanking because they would have had a much better record if Embiid and Simmons hadn't have been hurt. So people said they were trying to lose. They wasn't trying to lose. You have to really, the number one picks in the draft both don't play.
Couldn't help but lose.
You couldn't help but lose. They would, like people say, well, the Sixers are tanking. The Sixers aren't tanking. Embiid would have been the number one pick in the draft, but he didn't break his foot. Simmons broke his foot, and he wasn't there. You can't go 2 years in a row, have the worst record in the NBA, don't add anybody, and not keep losing.
We can't say the process is a success yet. Yes, they are must-see TV. Yes, they do look good, but they're still young. They're going to have to learn how to fail before they succeed. Can they make the playoffs this year? It's a possibility, but, Chuck made the point earlier that they don't know how to win. So, if they let a couple games slip away, it could be a chance that they don't even make the playoffs. So I'm not going to, brag about the success about the process yet.
Well, there's a couple reasons they're going to make the playoffs. I've already told you that.
Okay, you
Eastern Conference. Because of the rest of the East.
Yes. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs. And first of all, they're ahead of what people, I think they probably got a chance of being a top 5 seed.
If one of those guys get hurt,
I still think they know, because let me tell you something. Sarek is a hell of a player. Covington might be the most underrated player.
They're 8th in the East right now.
I know, they're going to win.
A couple more games.
But they were 5th coming in. They were 5th in the East coming into tonight.
Listen, they're going to learn. Like tonight, I think they can learn because they got to figure out the point guard situation. That
is Fultz, but he's hurt.
Yeah, but see, I don't think that's going to work because they're clearly trying to play Ben Simmons as a point forward. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons. I don't know, Fultz, number one, I want him to get healthy, but I didn't like that mixture because you got a point guard who's not going to be playing the point.
Yeah, well, that's Kyrie Irving, and that's why he didn't stay in Cleveland. But they're kind of trying to mimic, I think, what LeBron has done. But for me, their biggest thing, Chuck, is they're a typical young team. They will get up for Cleveland coming in, and then they will not be up for a game like this, and then all of a sudden find themselves in a dogfight that can go either way.
It's inexcusable for them to lose to the Phoenix Suns and the Lakers at home in the same week.
Yeah, because that's the thing, too. When you read the papers there, and it was, you can't, every now and then a game like that Phoenix game will sneak up on you, and you let your guard down, and you lose it. But then you'll always bounce back. In a game like this, you learn your lesson from that. But they didn't tonight. They lose that game 107-104, and they are 1-3 now.
And the Lakers are better than
5.
And they're in the 8th spot.
3 points or less. You got 4 through 10 in the East, separated by 3 games when the night began tonight. When we come back, we're heading to Mexico City.
Oh, wow.
Got the Thunder and the Nets.